My Lord and my God, I firmly believe that you are here, that you see me, that you hear me. I adore you with profound reverence. I ask your pardon for my sins and grace to make this time of prayer fruitful. My Mother Immaculate, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me. Well, Jesus, we come to praise you and to adore you in this Christmas tide, which seems a bit strange whenever the rest of the world has really moved on. We are in January now. We have celebrated the new year. We've heard the fireworks, and maybe even many of our Christmas decorations have been packaged away and boxed and put back into the attic for another year. I must admit, Jesus, that I always find January to be a very difficult month, specifically for that reason. We have all of the build-up for Christmas. We look forward to spending time with our family and friends. All of the preparations that we make for the Christmas masses with the music. Spending the whole month of Advent preparing, longing, waiting for you to come. And then Christmas comes and we are filled with joy, maybe even a little bit exhausted. Then those weeks that pass between Christmas and the New Year, whenever we're not quite sure what day it is, and there's plenty of food to eat and maybe things to do that are a little bit out of the ordinary, that we're not working, we're not studying, and we're just relaxing and enjoying it. And we get used to that. We get used to the time of celebration. And then New Year comes along so quickly, and we're kind of forced to put everything back again. And we are faced, at least in my part of the world, with a cold, wet month that seems to go on and on and on. And so January can be a difficult month whenever we are forced to move on very quickly. But we want to savor this time with you. In some parts of the world today, we will be celebrating the feast of the Epiphany. Elsewhere, that feast is moved to Sunday. But in any case, we're taking our cue from the season, which is still the time of Christmas tide, to rejoice at your coming into the world. And as we maybe look at our crib, which is still up, if you've still got your crib up, congratulations. To spend time really with you and thinking about those wise men that have made the journey from the east in order to come to adore you. And so perhaps this is a time whenever we can reflect a little bit on our adoration, on our being with you. Sometimes whenever I have been very far away, geographically, let's say, from a church, my heart is a little bit restless, seeking a tabernacle. Because, Jesus, I have the great joy of being close to your presence in the Blessed Sacrament, and because I live in a house where the Blessed Sacrament is reserved, I get used to that presence. And so whenever I'm making a train journey or have to travel for some reason, sometimes even in countries where there are not many churches, I really feel the lack of your presence. And so I try to take the wisdom from all of the saints of the past, especially St. Josemaria, to try to locate the nearest tabernacle, even just to move my head and my heart in that direction, because I am sure that you are there. And even if distance separates me, I know, Jesus, that whenever I speak to you in that tabernacle, wherever you may be, closest to me, I know that you hear me as if I was right there, with my head resting against the doors. So maybe we'll do that now, just in this moment, to try to locate the nearest tabernacle, so that our hearts will be with you in adoration. And whenever we do that little action, trying to locate you, Jesus, then maybe we are a little bit like those wise men, those magi, following the star, seeking your presence. And this physical desire to be close to you in our prayer helps us also to have a little bit of orientation at this time of year, to seek you and to find you, and to look for the star which guides us ever closer to you. Now, this might be an opportunity for us to think a little bit about our apostolate, how we are helping other souls to come to you, Jesus. Recently, I was at a gathering of young people, and the simple question was put: how many people are here because a priest invited you to come? Very few. How many are you here because a friend invited you? Almost everybody. There is the power of invitation, to be that guiding star, to bring others to Bethlehem. I heard about a young man who was suggesting to other people to go to confession, and he was getting great success because he just popped the question. And maybe people were a little bit reticent at the start, but they trusted him and they were asking him, oh, well, how do you do it? How do you go about it? Look, if we don't ask, we don't get. So there is a guiding star helping us to locate you, Jesus, and trying to help other souls to locate you as well, in order they can come and be at peace with you. So we are trying to be like those wise men, making our way at the start of this year to find you. That could be a good resolution for us, that I would find you, Jesus, in this new year. It's a natural time whenever we make plans and resolutions. Maybe we have things unfinished from the previous year. Maybe things in our job that need to be completed, that are awaiting a little bit of extra effort. Maybe something in our family life that needs to be done. Maybe a word of forgiveness that we have been withholding, that we will overcome perhaps some hurt of the past in order that some greater good can come from that. So I make a resolution, Jesus, that I will find you in that thing, that I can put the effort in now to make my way to Bethlehem in order that I can come and adore you. And then we think about the gifts that they're bringing as well. So what am I going to bring you, Jesus, at the start of this year? Well, sometimes we are concentrating on all the good things that we have to offer to Jesus. And that's right and proper. I want to offer Jesus a good heart, maybe pure heart. I want to offer Jesus every day in order that I can live that day for him. But if we really want to give you everything, Jesus, then perhaps we have to look into our hearts to find the things that are taking up a lot of space and are weighing us down a little bit. Our bad habits, perhaps. Maybe the things that have just accumulated in our soul over time. And if we want to give you everything, then let's give those things as well. Maybe we are struggling with a grudge from the past. We find it very hard to forgive. Find it very hard to move on. And maybe whenever we look into our souls and we think of a particular person that has hurt us, or a situation that has really dragged us down, that's the one thing that is taking up most space in our heart. And we can make a gift of that to you, Jesus. That if we find you there in the crib with your mother, with St. Joseph, with the little donkey and the sheep and the cows, all there keeping you company, then we can shuffle into that little stable as well in the midst of this new year and say, Jesus, I don't have much to offer you, but I want to give you this burden that has been weighing me down maybe for a long time or for the past year, in order that I can be truly free. And the great thing about a gift is that once we have given it, we do not have a right to it back. This, unfortunately, can come sometimes when we give somebody something very nice and very good, and then we maybe see that they're not maybe using it to the best advantage or the way they can. Doesn't matter. We've given the gift away. So the same is true whenever we offer you, Jesus, those things that weigh down our hearts. I give you my sorrow. I give you my bitterness. I give you my disappointment. I give you my anger in order that I can be free of it. And if the devil tries to stoke that up in my heart again, all I need say, I have given that to you, Jesus, and I know I'm truly free. So Jesus, help us this year that we might find you. Help us that our hearts might be ever more moved to adoration, that we can be unencumbered by the things that have weighed us down in the past, and that we can make ourselves more available to you for the good of souls, for the growth of your church, and for the building of your kingdom. I give you thanks, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations that you have communicated to me during this meditation. I ask your help to put them into effect. My Mother Immaculate, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me.